Sometimes you come to work, to sit there, but already another person is sitting. How can you choose? You have to sit somewhere else. So it has another element which is beyond your control. But sometimes you can choose. So you have a choice. Somebody says about the choice karma. And so there are certain karmas of which you have a choice. There are certain karmas of which you have no choice at all. It is already in motion, already started. It is going on. So of which you have no choice. Something you already started, then you cannot select anything. But there are certain things which you choose, that I will do this. And that you can do. When you study karma theory, you can study all these things. These choiceful karma, the karmas of which you have a choice are called purushakara karma. The other is adarshta phala karma. Then yadrishya karma. They have studied it well. We can study little more maybe. And purushakara karmas of which you have a little control over it. Because you decide, you do it. But on many things you may have no control.
Can you give me an example of choiceless karma?
You decide to go to Himalayas. Your parents are not asking you to go. I want to get into spiritual life. It is your decision. This is purushakara.
That's choice.
Choice.
But choiceless karma. No choice happens.
You happen to see a beautiful man on the street. A young, beautiful man. And you look at the person without him seeing you, that you are looking. And then you got some impression of the person. You feel some liking. Some features of the person somewhere really corresponds with some impression which you are holding in your mind. And you don't know why you are holding that impression. Maybe many possibilities are there. Maybe one of the selective possibility that you kept in your mind corresponds with this appearance. And then you feel some little. You may feel like looking once more. There is a push from within to look once more. Even if you don't want to look, you will look. And here you have no choice now, see, because you have already created an ideal something corresponding with this in your mind that is on its progress, on its way. And when you are already trodden a path to go in that line, anything that comes corresponding with that is an appearance of which you have already started something deep inside yourself of which you have no control. 2-3 days, then some little looking, you go home, you rest, and the person appears in your memory. Why all the rest of the population which you have seen is not coming in your memory? Only this particular person, maybe you like the eyebrow of the person. Nice eyebrow. See, there are certain impressions which is there on the way you gather. And you have an attachment with those impressions. The karma has already started. And now if you are going to choose, your mind don't let you choose something else. So there is an attraction. And then you get little happiness, joy. And then, of course, you want to get the number of the person. Normal things. Why? There is a stimulation from within, because already there is some impression which is on motion. Then you get the number. And even if you try to avoid collecting the number of the person, if you try that, you get restless. Somehow you restrain yourself from that. More you restrain, as you said, more you are pushed. You get restless. Then the only chance for you is to collect the number of the person. Nothing. There is no problem with collecting the number of some person. Then you take the phone several times and to call, but every time, no, maybe it's too much, I put it down. You go on putting it down. But one day you cannot resist, you call. Just a trial. You make a ring and you put it down, put off. Somebody saying he's indecent, so okay. And he can call me back. And you are expecting, see so how it is growing, the karma is growing. You are expecting that he will come back, call back. But you are keeping your person, the personality as a non-approachable person, but you are really wanting to approach. And in the dream, you create a person, maybe with the eyebrow, none of the other part of the person is there in that figure which you create in your dream. A person with that. Like somebody was saying in this morning, and then time is running. When you have a hurry, and time is going, so I have to, he is not calling. See, unknowingly, hour by hour, day by day, this figure becomes a living entity in your life. And you want to avoid this, but it is not going. Somebody says from your mind that no, it's not good. But you cannot stop it. The preparation is going on. And on the way when you are going, not dressed up properly, the person is coming, you become aware of your dress. How it is working, very subtle ways. I become really aware of my appearance. See, it is working. And you feel that you have a choice. So next day when you come out, you look at the time, 11 o'clock, you might have seen the person. So 10 o'clock you start putting up. And then you are ready, you come to the street with full expectation to meet the person on the road. See, the chains of reactions to create the karma is on because you are already bonded with something that you have created in the past as an impression.
Can I break that?
This is normally the choiceless karma. You can break it by sharper observation. Otherwise, you can break it in another way. That is the way you get into that. You experience. It will be enough for at least a month to understand the other eyebrow. It's not the person I thought, but he's beautiful. And then with your dearest friend, when you communicate the doubts which you have. But not with this particular person. This is how it is going. It is not working. You have to go with that. This is the choiceless karma which is called adrashta phala karma. You have no choice because you have already created the roots of that karma. And these are the karmas which continue with you until you fructify or experience and finish it off, it will be there. This is the karma that is the cause of continuation, and this is the karma which is the result of reincarnation, if you believe that idea. Maybe there is reincarnation. Certainly there must be. Because you are you know that we are going out of the subject, but maybe it is an interesting idea. Days are going, years are going, all the feelings are gone, but the memory is still stimulant. And then it is there. And so there are many small pockets. And in that there are karmas, roots of karmas you have put and filled. But now you are not able to do anything. There are many small bags in which little karmas are there. Roots of karmas are there. And it is time for us to go from this body. But it is stimulant. I'm talking about 120-year plan. You are in the 20th year, 120th year of your life, but still this is there. In the baggage, there are many things, small things. This is called the karmashaya. In that karma is a bag in which all your unfulfilled things are put there. This is what karma theory says. You have to explore and see. Maybe it is like that. But that we do. In living condition, we are doing. When you are alive, you go on doing it. Memory is a special system whereby there is great classification. It is a great library, otherwise you cannot take things which are the billions and billions of information are there. And so it is very categorized, schemed and categorized and kept in order so that something happens, you can exactly go to the correct box and take all those things. All catalogs, everything is there. That is why you can access the memory. Otherwise, from the billions of memory, you can not find the exact memory which is required for you now to recognize something. This is a big thing. And of which certain karmas have a bond. You have established a bond with certain karmas like this. Until it is experienced, you are hooked with that. The bond is still there. And suppose at the last moment, you may not be able to work it out. You are confirmed that this is not possible to work it out. Your body has changed. The feelings are there. That is the time you are going to leave. And this is what karma theory says. At the last moment, you take the last breath. Not one more breath. The final breath is going in. When the final breath goes inside, it releases the prana by combining, creating the energy, and the energy is pushing towards the area of which you are already hooked. And then it enters into that karmashaya box, the content, sum total of our life. Then it pushes inside, and then as the energy pushes inside, it starts to show like as if you see in a screen. Everything that you have accumulated in the karmashaya box, the box opens, the light enters, and then it happens. So in this philosophical scheme, in the spiritual schemes, they say there happens the illumination of your heart. The last breath illumines, triggers the pacemaker. It is electricity producing cells, and then this electricity producing cells produces light because the last tense, and it becomes light. This light enters into the karmashaya box, and what is there in the content of the karmashaya will be protected as if in a screen of your mind, and you start to see. This is what is described. And then there are many. The last, and it's the last chance. So you have a passion for seeing. You forget about your death. Now you are in this. And that is why it is said like that, masters have said it. Maybe true, maybe not, that you have to look at the last moment. And then so many pictures. And then the person starts to roll his eyes to see all these things 2-3 times. That you often see in dying eyes. Everything is, you have seen the whole thing as a montage, not as separate pictures. Everything in mix, that is the karmashaya, content of the karmashaya projects before you as a montage. You have seen everything. And now it is transformed into a picture form, like light form. And this light, when after seeing this, you blink and then it goes out through your eyes. In one scheme, they say like this. And those who have no content in this, they have worked out everything. So there is no picture is coming. No picture. There are people like that. They are enlightened masters. There is no content. Karma has finished. Karma has finished, no more content, and there is nothing to see, only light. And I see the light, and the light don't, as there is nothing more associated with the elemental nature, then what happens beyond the elemental nature is your head, the seat of quality as you have seen, and beyond the seat of quality is Sahasrara Padmadese, and there is the Brahmarantram. There is the gate of Brahman. When you are born, there is a pulsating point here, pulsating point here, and that bones are not fused together. There is a small gap there, and that is your Uchi, and that is called Brahmarantra. And at the last moment, as you accept the death, the Brahmarantra, that gap which was there in the early childhood, which is closed now, it is believed that it opens. Scientifically, it cannot open, but it is like switches between the cranial bones. But in the karma theory, they say, as you are so relaxed that there happens space again, and through that space, the light goes outside. And those people who, that is the 10th gate, they call it as the 10th gate. All the Navadwaras, all the 9 holes in the body, are the holes through which air is coming, food is coming, excretory system is working, through all different holes, 9 holes, and this is the 10th gate. And as you are so relaxed and no content there, only light, the light force of life, the light of life is there, and it opens and the person releases and spreads and becomes the universe. And such people are considered as, what do you call, they're finished. Mahasamadhi. And if that is not coming, there are our Shishyas. They help you. Swami has to go in there. Come with a coconut, break on your head. And then you are Mahasamadhi.
Nirvana also say?
This is Nirvana. This is called Nirvana. This is a theory says so. We have to see. So empty your box, karmashaya box. And emptying is not easy. By observation, certain things will certainly be emptied, but there are contents, deeper contents of which you have a deeper bond that will not be gone fully until you do away with it, until you fix it. And if you don't fix it, then comes the idea of incarnation. I don't like this idea because I want to go now. If suppose when you visit to some astrologer or somebody, they say you have one more life, I don't want to go to them. I know better than them about me. So I have an hesitation actually to listen to this thing. But it may be very true. I'm not negating this. It may be, because energy assumes form, continuously it assumes forms. Maybe not human, maybe any form. It assumes forms for working it out. That is happening in the nature. From a seed, a big tree is coming. So it is not remaining a seed. In the seed only the genetic material is there maybe, and the feeding a little bit of food, that's all. But it has been taken care of by the nature to assume a bigger form. Thereby it can do a lot of karma. Trees are doing incredible sacrificial function for the humanity or the world of the animals to survive. And so that is the nature. So in nature we can see a continuation. So based on that principle, masters have said that when you have not finished your karma, the inspiration is still there and you are leaving your body, certainly you will assume form to fix it. And that is actually, you cannot refute that idea. You don't need to confirm it, but you cannot refute it fully, because when you are looking into nature, you have seen the evolutionary system which is working from one animal living for many, many millions of years, and then it goes on changing according to the circumstances for doing something. So as it is going on, maybe there is a possibility to carry on the same form, to continue the karma, to fix it. There is a big possibility for that you have to explore. Don't believe, you explore, and you may feel.
That is that like some people who die and come back to it, like they die for 3 minutes.
That may be, in my understanding, in my exploration, I have understood that it is not they are dying fully, they are withdrawing everything into the core, and for a little moment, or maybe few minutes, hours, or something like that, and then this life, basic life is there. Maybe the metabolism is really putting down, or some reason, we don't know what is the reason, then it gets triggered and getting back, like falling into unconscious and getting back. But when you are in unconscious, still you are breathing. But there are conditions in which people stop breathing, everything, your heart is stopped, everything. Of course, they can revive you in 3 minutes if you approach the experts. They will really do something and pump and pump and pump, they can revive the heart to start again. Likewise, you get into a suspended period, maybe 1 or 2 minutes like that. It doesn't mean that you have totally gone out. That means going out is like normal, our language, but your function ceases temporarily. But still there is a chance for revival. And that chance will be gone after after few more minutes. Nothing works. Then you cannot revive, it is gone. And so anyway, in the karma things, there is a possibility to fix it up. And so, in my opinion, I feel that you fix it now. That is so important. Because like going here, there, like a loafer, and then wasting the time and craving for another life. Why to waste the space? Actually, what is the point in wasting the space, precious space which you got in this world? If rectify it, there is a big possibility. Maybe it may not work. So, okay, then I will come back. So, anyway, let me see. Oh, your time has gone. So, we can conclude. That is the only possibility. Anyway, you decide whether we can get back in December.